Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and today I'm working on a couple more patron spreads. These are custom planner spreads that you receive at the platinum level of my Patreon. And in today's, I'm going to do 2 of the 6. I am doing a really special one for Grizel. And I cannot wait to tell you why this is so special. I'm very nervous to do this spread, but excited as well. And then I'm also doing a gorgeous fall spread. I'm super excited to do this one for Christine. I've got a ton of things pulled out for Christine's vertical fall spread, including this gorgeous sticker book that I just am in love with. So planning on using these 2. I cannot wait. And otherwise, I'm going to put you guys on fast forward. I will link everything that I end up using down below. Let's go. One of my absolutely favorite ways to customize a planner spread is to use scrapbook paper, because I feel like if everyone uses different scrapbook paper, there's no chance the spread is going to look like someone else's. So I have some different scrapbook paper. Some is from Felicity Jane. Some I believe is from the Hip Kit Club. They were just pieces in my stash. And I know that Christine really wanted brown. That was kind of her favorite color. She wanted to stick in the browns and not go into too many other colors for this particular fall spread. So I decided the wood tone was going to be a really good basis for the spread. And then we're just going to have a little bit of a pop of the leaves and acorns. And you can see I like the torn edge that I have going along the leaves. I didn't want it to be too clean. I did end up with a little extra stickiness on the back, and I'm just going to use some washi tape on the back of there. I was trying to guesstimate where my tape runner should go, and I missed a little bit. So I'm just covering it up so that the sticky doesn't mess up the planner. But otherwise, look how cute it is coming together. I love changing up the backgrounds on these planner spreads. It's so fun. So I'm just grabbing my hole punch and we'll punch these. I end up switching it around. I was going to have the leaves all the way on the right, but as I was thinking, you can see I stopped and considered those will be super cute on the left in the sidebars. So that is what we're going to go with. All right, so I have the basis. Now I just need to trim out the boxes. You can certainly draw in your own boxes. That's not a big deal. I just like to use the boxes that are available on the sheet I was using on the planner, extra planner. So we're going to cut those out. This is another reason to collect extra planners. If you're buying some on clearance, sure, they might be out of date, but you can always trim out the boxes and use them on scrapbook paper and create your own planner spreads. Super unique and super custom. The other week I picked up this sticker book at Hobby Lobby. It's Paper Studio and it has a ton of days of the week stickers, which comes in super handy when you're creating spreads like this. They had all different colors and fonts. I was a big fan, so I'm going to take it and put these different stickers down and relabel the days of the week. I do like to tend to start out with my sidebar to kind of figure out where I want to go. I feel like it sets the tone. So we're going to put a big long to-do list. I always appreciate a to-do list in the sidebar. I like to use it for kind of running lists for the whole week. This one says shopping list because I think it was geared towards like Thanksgiving or preparing for a holiday. I'm going to wipe that out and then just use this diamond that says to do to relabel it. So Christine, you can list anything you want over here on the side. And then I'm just looking through this fall sticker book. It is so beautiful, but I actually don't want to use too many of the foliage stickers, the ones that have the leaves and things, because they don't necessarily go with the scrapbook paper that I chose from Felicity Jane. So we're going to go with a different feel for the fall pieces. This particular sticker says fall in love with today, which I think is beautiful. And then we have room on the top to label the month. I am going to go ahead and label it the month of November. Christine, you can come back with number stickers and add in the dates. So you can pick any week in November that you want, but that way it gives you a little bit of freedom for when you're going to use that. So I'm going to put down this white box. I do use foiling and I actually am mixing a couple different ones. Mixing the foils, we have a little bit of a copper foil and also gold. That doesn't bother me at all. I like mixing metals and I've even seen that you're allowed to do that in fashion now. So we're going to mix metals in all the things, not just in fashion, but in our planner as well. To make sure that I could stick in this really neutral color scheme, I did go ahead and grab the Rainbow Mega book, the Mega boxes book that's in all of the rainbow because they have a ton of browns in there, a ton of different neutrals, which I thought would be really good. Over here, I'm adding a long box over on Sunday. That could be a box that you plan for the whole weekend. I'm actually going to add a title that says, I am thankful for. It's great to have a gratitude list in your journal, so or in your planner. So keeping just kind of a running list through the week of things you're grateful for is a great thing to see every time you open up your planner. And I'm just layering some of the fall clothing that is in the new fall sticker book. I love that they have the fall clothing. That's one of the elements of each season that always sticks out to me, are the type of clothes that you wear in that particular season. All right, so that is the scrapbook paper you saw that we used earlier. This time I'm using my big Happy Planner punch. That's the size of a big Happy Planner box. And on top of that scrapbook paper, I'm going to layer some more brown stickers. That way I can use them and bring that pattern across the page a little bit more. I was feeling like it was super heavy over there on the left, and I wanted to balance it out on the right. So I'm going to create these kind of larger boxes. It's the stickers that I'm putting in are sized for the classic, but of course the paper that I punched out, that is sized for the big sticker books, or the big planner. So it gives me a nice little matting around, and I'm just going to put the 3 down. And yes, you can see some of the pattern of the leaves coming through. I kind of like that. I think it's a cool look. And I'm just going to figure out where I can put these just to bring a little bit more balance to the page. Like I said, it was feeling really heavy over there on the left. I'm not going to put those down quite yet because I know I'm going to need a box in the upper left. It just was feeling a little bit odd up there. And so we're going to actually line this up really carefully, putting it in the upper left, and then we'll layer it out with this box right here. And that brings it over into Tuesday a little bit. Then I think the ones in the corners are going to work really well. The one that I have layered with the I am thankful box over there on the right, I don't think that that particular scrap paper box is going to work. So let's put this one in the corner. We're going to see if we can layer a box, but I already have a layered box on that side. So let's bring the layered box over to the right side. Again, always looking for balance, trying to figure out the best place to put it. And let's just put this one to the side. I'm not sure that that one's going to be a keeper. Before I put down any more boxes, I want to make sure I have places for bulleted lists. Sometimes I do checklists, sometimes I do bullets. It just changes up. And I like having these headings, and it's a really beautiful font. So we have don't forget, and then we're going to add important. Later on, I'll add a third one, but let's go ahead and mark those. Again, we're going to use metallic bullet points. Love these. I'm going to actually do 4 bullet points. Generally, I only do 3, but these are really small bullet points, and I think 4 will fit pretty easily. So I'm going to label or put down the different bullet points, making sure they stick really well, and then take another look at what decorative elements I might be able to add in next. I love these little legs. I know some people were like, I'm a little freaked out by the legs with no body. I think it's so cute seeing the kind of rain boot look. Very, very cute. And then let's add a few little mittens over here. Again, I'm kind of going with the clothing to set the fall feels. So we'll add a little mitten action over there. I love how this is coming together. It's starting to feel more balanced to me, which I really like. What else can I add? I'm looking and auditioning, and we're gonna add a little hat over with our sweater situation over here just to break up that line right there. There we go. It's coming together so well. I love, this is a very soft spread. It just feels soft. It feels feminine. It definitely feels like fall to me. I'm adding some socks up there in case you're wondering. I need to do a little white out there, some socks. But like I said, really soft, not in your face, but I feel like that's what that whole harvest season sticker book is about. There's so many opportunities to do some different themes. They have some Halloween, they have some floral, they have a lot of different options, and I like using the clothes. Let's add that other list over there. Here's the reminder. We'll do 4 more bullet points. Again, bringing a little bit more balance to the page. You need some more going over on the right side. But how cute does that turn out, you guys? I just love it. Now let's look for some quotes. I love having quotes on a page to kind of ground it. I really like this one. It says, "Joy is the beauty that blooms from a heart of gratitude." So I'm going to fit this right over here, just a little bit of white out so that the word joy doesn't end up crossed out. That'll be perfect. And then one more over on the right-hand side, and I like the autumn vibes. Again, we're going to go with some foil. We just need a little bit of white out. And this spread will be done. Christine, I hope you love your fall spread. To me, it feels like a big warm hug. I absolutely love it. All right, you guys, next up is Grizel's spread. Grizel is a new patron for me this month, and the first spread that she requested almost made me cry. So she is currently pregnant, and she is scheduled for an induction on November the 15th. And that is wonderful in and of itself, but she shared just the most beautiful testimony of how she has prayed for this child, and they have gone through a lot, which I know a lot of us can identify with. They've gone through a lot to be parents. She has an older daughter, and they have been trying for a long time to have a second child, and she is scheduled to give birth on November the 15th. She really felt like years and years and years ago, God put it on her heart that she would have a little baby boy, and she knew that his name was going to be Aaron. And so Aaron is joining the world on November the 15th. And so she asked for a spread to celebrate him. And I was so excited and so honored to just be able to be even the tiniest little part. I'm just amazed by her story and her faithfulness, and it was truly moving. And I will certainly be praying, Grizel, for you and your family on this week and the weeks leading up to it. So I wanted to do maybe not a typical baby spread. I didn't want to just go buy baby stickers and do all the baby, baby, baby. I wanted it to have a fall feel because I think it's pretty special having a fall baby. And so I'm mixing it with a book from Live Love Posh. These are images, the ones you see me cutting out, images that I purchased off of Etsy. I will definitely link them in the description box below. I love that it had this phrase little miracle because that's certainly what Aaron is. And I just wanted to mix the two. It made for an interesting color scheme because we have, of course, the blues for a baby boy, but then we have different shades of blue. We have this really rich kind of dusty rose color that was mixed in. And I love how it came out. I will admit that I struggled. I wanted this to just be the perfect spread. I wanted it to just make her smile. I wanted it to be so happy. And I hemmed and hawed over lots of the choices on this spread. I just could not decide where I wanted things, how I wanted it to look. It was a little bit of a struggle. So let's get the sidebar down. I kind of figured I don't know what she's going to put on this spread. I think there's, certainly some things she might want to keep track of. This might turn into more of like a memory planning thing as she remembers little moments and wants to jot them down in her planner while she's cuddling her baby boy that week. So that was kind of what I had in mind because I don't know how much planning she might actually need, maybe meals and things like that. So we'll see what she ends up using it for, but I just wanted to make sure there was a good array of pieces. And like I said, I struggled because I was trying to combine these two elements from Live Love Posh, one of her fall books. I'll definitely link it below. I forget which one this one is, but I also wanted the baby part to be there too. And so I kind of went into this pattern of some of the fall feel florals being in the back of a box and then having the baby pieces overlay the front of the box. That did require a lot of whiting out of that blue box so that you would still see all the pieces. But see, here's my little love you forever with the baby bottle. How cute is that? Just big clusters was kind of what I was thinking. And I wanted to include a piece, an element from each collection with each cluster so that it would continue to be balanced. So I'm going to add the floral down here. We'll put a box over the top. I'm going to just skew it ever so slightly. It's mostly going to be on Saturday. It overlaps Sunday ever so slightly. And then let's add a little bear on the top of it. A bear with a balloon welcoming the new baby. I just think it's so special. I cannot tell you how honored I was to read her message when she signed up for Patreon and when she requested the spread. It made me tear up and I love it. So let's get the little bear down, make sure the whiteout is covered. How cute is that? Yay for little baby boys. The blue boxes that I'm using are actually from the Rainbow Florals collection from Live Love Posh. I absolutely love her rainbow boxes. It makes it really easy to match up. But I'm starting to run out of some of the bigger boxes. I might be in the market for some more rainbow boxes coming up here soon. We have the little stack of books, and then we're going to put the little balloon next to it just to kind of drive home the baby. Like I said, I wanted to include a piece from each collection when I put down a box. Let's add a few checklists. I figured she'll definitely need one on Monday as she's prepping to go in the hospital, maybe one on Wednesday for what needs to happen before they come home. We'll do one on Sunday. I just wanted to spread it out. I wanted it to be functional for her, but also a chance for her to capture memories and moments. So it kind of goes both ways. Love these sweet little pregnant mamas. I thought that was going to be adorable. I just wanted it to be not a typical super baby boy spread. I wanted it to be a celebration, and I wanted it to be a celebration of the baby, of the mom, of the faithfulness of their journey, and I just thought, let's just have it be just a little bit different. So here's another box. We're going to add the little rocking horse. And again, the whiteout was my best friend for this particular spread because I continually was whiting out some corners of those boxes. Something else I could have done is just cut out the corners. That was certainly a possibility as well. And I went in the back of this fall sticker book and found some other phrases that I could use. Thankful, grateful, blessed seem very appropriate that I'm going to trim out. This one, it says thankful. It tore in my hand, so I had to fix it, but I think it came back together just fine. The Live Love Posh stickers are super sticky. Like you can't mess around. Those are definitely super sticky stickers. So I had that one stick to my fingers. All right, you guys can see I sped this up a ton. This took me just a long time. I wanted to take my time with this particular spread. And Grizel, I hope that you love it. I hope it makes you just smile. I'm sure you're just smiling from ear to ear anyway, and I'm certainly praying for a safe delivery for you and sweet Erin. All right, once I lay my last little decorative pieces here, one more functional box, that's going to be it for this spread. Grizel, I hope you love it so much. Everyone, let me know in the comment box below, which one do you like better, the fall spread or the baby boy spread? Of course, they're both very different, and I just love them both so much. As always, I will link supplies that I used down in the description box below, including images and sticker books and things like that. So if you want to check those out, then just check that description box. I want to give a huge shout out to all of my Patreon members. I can almost talk. Huge shout out to all of my Patreon members. Thank you guys so much for your support. If you want to check out Patreon, then there is also a link for that in the description box below. All right, I hope that you have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.